I think it's working now. So hello students and welcome back to BankExamsToday.com. So let's start the today's session, the SEBI's current affairs for the month of July, August and September. So let me know if you're able to hear me properly and then we can start the session, right? So let me just check if it's working properly for you or not. I think yes, it's working. Hello Sakshi Kumari. So I think yes, it's working fine. Yes, it's working. So let's start, student. Let me just change it. Okay, let's start. So SEBI exam is getting closer. I mean, this Sunday the exam is going to be held on next Saturday, I think, right? Friday or Saturday. So let's start with the first one. So we have the SEBI grade A test series. I request all of you to take at least 5 tests, and these are available on store.bankexamstoday.com. The coupon code SEBI30 is available. You can use this coupon code and you will be getting the test series for phase 1. You'll be getting the security market awareness video classes plus notes, and I'm the teacher, right? So further, if you want to download the PDF for all these sessions, that's available on bankexamstoday.com. The link is available in the description, right? The PDF to this session is available as well. So Yes Bank gets the SEBI's note for mutual fund business. Okay. Recently the Yes Bank is in the news, right? Because RBI, they asked their CEO and the MD, Rana Kapoor, to step down because because of the corporate governance issue. I mean, the NPA was higher, but they mentioned it as lower in their, books. And forget about it. That's not important here. But in order to start its mutual fund, I mean, that's actually kind of an important. The Rana Kapoor is the MD and CEO of Yes Bank, and the RBI asked the Rana Kapoor to step down from its position by, I think, 31st of March 2019. So now the Yes Bank, they got the approval to start its mutual fund business. Yes Bank got its final approval, and the new subsidiary, it's not subsidy, it's subsidiary, is known as Yes Asset Management India Limited. So Yes Bank, they are going to they are going to get into the mutual fund business. The Yes Asset Management India Limited, the SEBI gave its approval, and its headquarters are going to be in Mumbai, right? So really important, which bank got the SEBI's approval to start its mutual fund businesses? Options: Yes Bank, RBL, Lenderson, or Federal Bank. Yes Bank is the correct answer. I hope you are able to understand this. Really simple. Which bank got the approval to start its mutual fund business? Simple answer, that is Yes Bank. Let's move forward with the question number 2. The Ajay Tyagi, CEO of SEBI, Ajay Tyagi. Yes Bank means Yes Bank means Yes Bank. Okay, let's move forward. Yes Bank is like no, somebody is telling me that Yes Bank is like SBI. Yes Bank is it's a commercial bank, just like HDFC, just like ICICI Bank. Yes Bank is like, it's quite popular in Ludhiana. I have an account in Yes Bank. So it's a private sector bank. It's not a public sector bank. Maybe it's not available at your place, so you are not aware about this bank. But Yes Bank, it's really popular here in northern parts of India. So let's move forward. SEBI will now frame guidelines to allow mutual funds in the commodity derivatives. So in a move to target the institutional participation in commodity markets, one more important thing, student, before moving forward, one more really important fact is there. SEBI allowed the stock exchanges like BSE and NSE, the BSE and NSE, these are stock exchanges, to enter into commodity business. I mean, that's not the part of these PPTs, but that's really important. I think that was actually started few days back. Now BSE and NSE, till now, BSE and NSE, those were concerned about stocks and shares, right? Those were concerned about share markets, right? And MCX and NSDX, I mean, those all are about, commodities. But now, the SEBI allowed the BSE and NSE to get into this commodity market. So that's really important, right? Now the SEBI framed the guidelines to allow mutual funds in commodity derivatives. Students, see. In my previous lectures, I have done a proper lecture on mutual funds as well. There are total 10 categories of mutual funds. As per the latest circular of SEBI, there are just 10 types of mutual fund, 10 categories of mutual funds: small cap, mid cap, large and mid, large cap. There are balanced, aggressive balanced fund, conservative balanced funds, value funds, contra funds. So there are total 10 types of fund: ELSS, debt funds, liquid funds. I think I have counted all 10 of them. So, but the mutual funds till now were not allowed to invest into, park their money into derivatives, in commodity derivatives. Anyhow, any mutual fund is actually not allowed to invest into any kind of derivatives. But now the mutual funds are going to be allowed to invest into commodities like gold. Like till now, I have never seen any mutual fund who can. It's actually not allowed for any mutual fund to invest in turmeric, to invest in coal, to invest in oil. It's not allowed. But now, the SEBI has framed its guideline, and it's moved to target the institutional participation in the commodity market. The SEBI is planning to frame the guidelines to allow mutual fund houses to invest in commodity markets. So till now it's not been approved. Let me tell you, it's not been approved, but the SEBI is framing the guidelines, right? So next, the SEBI gives the no to appointment of auditors to conduct forensic audits of listed companies. So now the SEBI has decided to appoint auditors to conduct the forensic audit of the financial statements of the listed company. Till now, they were not doing it, but now they are going to hire the auditors to conduct the forensic audit. So that thing came after, the SEBI ordered the conduct of forensic audit for Fortis Healthcare. Are you aware about Fortis Healthcare? There is, I think, Fortis Hospital in Ludhiana as well, where I live. And it is owned by the Deras, the Dera from Babaji's. I mean, some sort of Babaji's. They own it. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to discuss his name actually here because of security issues. So let's move forward. SEBI took this decision because, you can do a little research. That's a homework for you. Do some research about Religare. Mr. Malvinder Singh, he was the owner of the Religare, the Malvinder Singh. There were two brothers, Shivinder Singh and Malvinder Singh. They were the owners of Religare, and then they were the nephews of that Babaji's, right? So that was a case. I mean, I don't want to discuss that case for sure. Okay, so do some little research on Google. Just type that name and you'll be getting a lot of information. So the panel now makes the suggestions to SEBI to add a confidentiality clause in the settlement mechanism. So that one is done previously. If there is any doubt in your mind, you can ask me right away. Nice shirt, thank you. 2 साल पुरानी है. So yes. Okay, now the panel now makes suggestions. I'll take that doubts at the end of the session. Don't worry. Okay, anybody? I'm just noting down that your doubts at the end of the session. I'm going to answer all that out. Don't worry. Now the panel now makes suggestions to SEBI to add confidentiality clause. Students, do one thing. I mean, that's for you. Just go to Money Control. Just go to Money Control or any other big website, finance website, and search for any company, right? And search for HDFC Bank or Yes Bank or whatever, right? And now on the left hand side, you will see bulk deals. left hand side, there is a column as bulk deals. What does that mean? Because all the settlements that are done in that in the clearing houses that are published on the website of clearing house. A high level panel has recommended SEBI to add a confidentiality clause in the settlement mechanism. It plans not to disclose, are you getting it, not to disclose the names of those who apply to the mechanism procedures. Up till now, all the settlement mechanisms, including the details of the applicants and also that was published on the website. So that's a problem actually, right? The details, all the details about bulk deals and everything, large deals as well, that are actually published on their website. So that's not fair. And now this panel is asking the SEBI to recommend the SEBI to not to disclose the names. So that's really important. PDF मिल सकती है? Yes, बिल्कुल मिलेगी. Don't worry. PDF Jaspreet Kaur Kohli, she's an ardent follower of BankExamsToday. Jaspreet, don't worry, we'll do that. And the SEBI now explores new ways to tackle the cybersecurity breach. And now the SEBI is using the data analytics and the new age technologies to tackle the cybersecurity issues. Okay, not really important. I'll be providing you the PDFs, don't worry. This is important. This one is important for the exam. Really important. Very important. Okay. The large companies will now have to raise 25% of their long-term borrowings through bonds. Really important. What is the definition of a large company? Any company who has a outstanding long-term borrowing of 100 crore or more and a credit rating of AA and above, AA and above, will have to compulsorily raise 25% of their debt from the bond market from next year, 1st of April 2019. From 1st of April 2019, they need to raise 25% of their debt from the bond market. But that rule won't apply to scheduled commercial banks. Obviously, even though there is HDFC Bank, obviously there is Yes Bank, RBL, IndusInd, a lot of other banks who have the long-term borrowings of almost all the banks have the long-term borrowings of more than 100 crores. So they won't be under this category. Okay. AA means this is the rating provided by banks, rating by credit rating agencies. Rating is provided by credit rating agencies like AA plus, AA, like A, B. So these are the rating provided by various credit rating agencies, right? Like CRISIL, like CARE. So these are the credit rating agencies, popular credit rating agencies in India. I mean, I think there are more, but CRISIL and CARE, these are two popular credit rating agencies. Okay. AA means, I mean, I already told you this is the criteria. I mean, AA plus, BB or BB plus or BB. I mean, the credit rating, criteria is different for CRISIL and CARE. You can check their official websites, right? So let's move forward. And somebody's asking me something. Forensic audit. Okay. Forensic audit. See, in case of that Ludhiana wala case, what was the name of that? Sorry, I don't want to name that. Sorry, nikal gaya tha muh se. In case of the Fortis Healthcare, right? Fraud was happening there. I mean, what those people were doing. I mean, their licenses were cancelled in USA, but they didn't tell that thing to Daiichi, right? Who purchased their, companies. So what this Mr. Malvinder and two other, they did. I see. I mean, I cannot actually discuss this thing, but I don't want to discuss this case. But for the forensic audit is basically. In case of frauds, when the personal accounts are even checked, right? That is basically forensic audit, right? I don't want to discuss that actually. So that's all. So entry of commodity exchange now opened for the foreign companies. Till now, it was not allowed for foreign companies to enter into, to do any kind of transactions in commodity exchange. But now it is actually open. But there are exceptions for some commodities. So with an aim to deepen the commodity derivative market, the SEBI allowed the trading in the segment by foreign entities with exposure to Indian physical commodity market. Not all the foreign entities, but only the foreign entities with exposure to the Indian physical commodity market. But there are some sensitive commodities which are in which the foreign entities, they cannot trade. So this is also an important point. Let's move forward. The SEBI reconstituted the PMAC. So what is the full form of PMAC? The Primary Market Advisory Committee. It was reconstituted, and there will be 24 members in the committee, and that will be chaired by TV Mohandas Pai. He's a really popular person in case of the education industry in India, even in the capital markets. So TV Mohandas Pai, and there will be 24 members. And this question is actually really important. Who's the chairman of PMAC, the Primary Market Advisory Committee, constituted by SEBI? That is TV Mohandas Pai. Really important questions. So that's all actually. This question was really important. Let me tell you from this whole lecture. If you want to ask me, sir, which are the important questions, this PV Mohandas Pai, this is really important. 24 members, really important. Now this one is actually really important. What is the definition of large companies? Now this 25% you need to remember. If you have watched this lecture properly, अगर आपने देख लिया अच्छे से, then you won't be facing any difficulty in the exam. अच्छे से होगा. 25% is that limit. And what is the definition of a large company? 100 crore का long-term debt in the market. They have an outstanding long-term borrowing of 100 crores and a credit rating of AA and above. If the credit rating is like C or if there is such credit ratings, obviously nobody is going to buy those bonds. So SEBI they are intelligent, right? Obviously if somebody is having a credit rating of AA above, they need to raise the money from the bonds. That's not really important. The panel to suggestions to SEBI to add confidentiality clause, that one is actually really important. Confidentiality clause. Appointment of conduct of forensic auditors, not really important. SEBI will now frame the guidelines to allow mutual funds in the commodity derivatives. Really important, students. Very important. There are four to five questions from this whole lecture which are actually really important. The Yes Bank got the approval for mutual fund businesses. So this is the point number 1. Second one, now the mutual fund can put their money into commodity markets. That's point number 2. That's forget about it. And then the third one is this one, and the fourth one, large companies. Okay, the fifth one, entry of commodity exchange open for the foreign companies. Okay, and the PMAC, 6 questions. These 6 questions are really important for the exam student. So that was a pretty short lecture. Now you can ask your question and I'm going to answer that. The links to the test series that are available in the description. You can also take that course, the short course for the security awareness, security market awareness. So I think that's all for today, students. I hope you like this lecture. Is the SEBI committee important? Don't ask me that whether it is important or not. I just told you 5 questions from today's lecture. Maybe I feel like there will be 1 or 2 questions in the exam. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 more sessions like this tomorrow on Monday, right? So please be updated, stay updated. Okay. So that's all. मेरे हिसाब से काफी रहेगा ये. So that's all for today, students. I request you, and one more important thing, go to the SEBI's official website and check their circulars. And one more important thing that we have done, SEBI का एक annual report है. There is an annual report by SEBI. Annual report by SEBI's annual report. That is really important for the exam. I know nobody is going to tell you this thing that please read it, but I'm telling you SEBI's annual report. We have done the proper analysis of SEBI's annual report, and in case you need that, again, that's available in the course. You need to take the course for that. But for all the current affairs, the PDF is available in the description. But I request you to go through SEBI's annual report. That is really important for the exam. The SEBI's annual report, okay, very important, okay, for the exam. All those current affairs, whatever are important for the exam, it's part of that particular annual report. You can directly, how to find it, just go to Google, okay, just go to Google, okay. Now there you can find it, SEBI annual report. See this one, okay, this one, SEBI annual report 2017-18. This is the one, I think. I hope this is the one. No, this is 16-17. We need 17-18. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so this is the report that you need to go through. Really important. 17-18 wala report, really important. We have done the proper analysis of this report. In case you are looking for just for the analysis, you can get the course, and we have done it properly. Otherwise, if you want to read in depth, this is the thing you should go for, right? Really important, students, for the security market awareness paper. This one is actually really important. All these topics are really important. I request all of you to go through them, okay? So just go to Google and you can search it. Link is available in the description. That's all for today, students. Please like this video, subscribe the channel, press the bell icon. That's really important for me. Thank you, and have a very nice